Hello, I'm Dean Burnett, Dr. Dean Burnett if you want to be extra formal about it, but I don't, so never mind that. This is a video I made to tell you all about my brand new book, Emotional Ignorance. Is this excessive? Feels excessive. Anyway, this book is a bit different to my usual output, and here's why. I thought I'd do a video explaining things. Remember 2020 when the pandemic happened, that thing? In March of that year, my own father contracted COVID. And in April, he died from it. And it was a brutal time. I had to endure all of that during the strictest of lockdowns. Policy I agreed and still agree with, but still it was horribly hard. I couldn't be with him. I couldn't see him. I couldn't help in any way. I had to say goodbye to him, my own father, for the last time ever, over a WhatsApp call. It was as bad as it sounds. And when he was gone, I couldn't do any of the things we expect to do when dealing with intense grief. I couldn't meet up with friends or family or loved ones. I couldn't have anyone round to help me with the everyday obligations of life while I was in a pit of despair. I had young children who needed me to be there for them during this terribly hard time. So I had to power through. I couldn't go anywhere or spend time alone to process my thoughts. Even going out and drowning my sorrows wasn't an option, as temporary a solution as that usually is. The only thing I could think to do, eventually, was write. The part of my mind that was still neuroscientist eventually just said to me, "You've got a head full of very powerful emotions right now, 2 decades of brain knowledge, and your job is to write things. Why not utilize this incredibly unique situation and write all this down? Analyze your own emotions, figure out where they're coming from and why. Millions of others are in the same situation. Maybe your insight can help." So that's what I did. That's more a summary of the thought process I went through. It wasn't that quick. There was a lot more crying and depression involved, I'll say that. But regardless, here's the book that came from that. From me putting my own emotions under the metaphorical microscope and figuring out where they came from and why they occur and what they do to us. I thought I was emotionally intelligent. I'm a neuroscientist. Of course I am. That was my assumption. But my experience of grief showed me just how little I know about them. These most fundamental but mysterious of cognitive things. I was actually very emotionally ignorant. Hence the title of this book. See? And I won't deny that the things I discovered and writing them down pulled me back from the brink. Hence Lost and Found. Helped me to get to grips with what was happening to me. And if you read it, hopefully it can do the same for you. It's not all gloom and sadness though. That stuff's in there, obviously, has to be. But it turns out our emotions do so much more than that, and in many utterly bizarre and surprising ways. Like what connects the origins of life on Earth in the primordial soup to the Pixar movie Ratatouille? The origins of life connect to everything humans have ever done, but specifically in this case. What does effective graphic design have in common with the fact that gorillas don't need to shave? How does someone else committed a crime alter how your memory works? How can working in a call centre be as stressful and demanding as a frontline medic? Because it is in many cases. How can we form deep and meaningful connections to individuals we've never met or those who do not and cannot exist? What can alter our fundamental perception of reality or alter the ultimate fate of the universe? The answer to all these questions is emotions, via how they work and how they affect us. If you want to know more, if you want to reduce your own emotional ignorance, well, there's a book I can recommend, just for you. You'll cry, you'll laugh, you'll feel angry and elated and more, but not only that, you'll know why you're experiencing these things. Emotional Ignorance, Lost and Found in the Science of Emotion. Writing this book helped me more than I can say. Hopefully reading it can do something similar for you. Thank you.